This morning on Today's Money, how to get the best return on your home renovations. Yesterday, we introduced you to the Kelman family who spent $40,000 on their kitchen renovation. But how can you get the biggest bang for your buck when it comes time to sell your house? Today, real estate contributor Barbara Corcoran is here with some answers. Barbara, good morning. Good to see you.
Good morning, Lester.
We all know how tough this housing market is right now. To what extent can a kitchen be a showstopper in a sale?
It's exactly that. It's a showstopper. People today are a little bit nervous about buying. They're afraid of overpaying. So the last thing they want to do is walk into a house and think, my God, I have to put more money on top of the money I'm already spending to put in a kitchen. You'll always get your money back on a kitchen. You'll usually get between $1 and $2 for every dollar you spend.
Yeah, kitchen bathrooms are right up there. They're huge, right?
Kitchen's most important.
Kitchen, what should you be looking at now as you're going to renovate a kitchen with an eye toward resale? I might be unloading this place in 6-7 years. What things count the most?
The most important thing is that your kitchen comes across as airy and bright. So putting in a window makes you a ton of money. The other thing is it has to look expensive. It doesn't mean it has to be expensive, but it should look expensive to the eye when people walk in.
So you want to plan this kitchen layout very carefully as to what you're going to do and where you're going to go. Let's talk about those appliances right now. We all know the names like Viking and Thermador and Miele. Those are expensive. Do you get the return on those, or can you get other models that kind of look shiny and stainless steel?
Well, only recently are there really good knockoffs of all the premium brands, but the fact of the matter is if you put that money into a premium brand, you will get that money back because it says status, it says expensive, and people feel confirmed that they've bought a quality home if they see a status name on one of your appliances.
Right. The other issue, of course, is sometimes a kitchen can be dated. We all remember Harvest Gold and Avocado Green.
They look good at the time.
And at the time, they look good. And so you have to obviously keep that in mind, too. Things like backsplashes, are those important, and should they be more neutral?
Backsplashes should be neutral. Backsplashes don't have to be expensive, but countertops should be expensive. But the biggest expense often in a kitchen renovation is the cabinetry. And most people rip out old cabinets, which is crazy.
And it's very expensive.
Very
I've priced new cabinets. It's over the top.
But what you can do just as well is you could take off the fronts, refinish the fronts, or replace the fronts with something modern looking. But if you have full wooden cabinet boxes that can be moved, you can save 30 to 40% on your kitchen cabinetry costs if you leave the boxes or simply move them and simply resurface the front.
The new buyer walks in and says, hey, they look like new cabinets. And finally, we've got a lot of people who will see the segment think they might be a job that they can handle on their own.
Oh, of course.
You might be able to strip down that cabinet on your own.
Yeah, there are certain things you can do, like surface renovations, but I think before you even set foot in the kitchen that you're planning to renovate, you should ask yourself one question: am I a handyman? And if you're not a handyman type, forget it. Run out of that kitchen and hire a professional
Because some
contractor.
people really have an eye for detail, and they'll come in and go, you know, that's not straight, or that cabinet hinge is not right. There are people who will pick up on that sort of stuff.
It's that, but not only that, people in concept love the idea of having the satisfaction of doing their own kitchen, but the reality is it should be done by a pro, and in the end it will sometimes cost you less if you're working with a good pro who knows how to cut corners and saving costs.
Lastly, we're about out of time, but can you overdo it? If you're thinking about selling this house down the road and want to kind of maximize this investment, can you overdo a kitchen, spend too much money?
Happens all the time. The rule of thumb is figure out what the value of your house is and never spend more than 10% of that value. That'll keep you on the straight and narrow. It will get you the right quality kitchen for the job.
Good piece of information to end with. Barbara Corcoran, always fun to have you on. Thanks so much.